Let it die slowly. Ooh, that went way slow. Okay. Greetings and salutations, good citizens. I am Laz. I am the host of the Fortress of Attitude. Welcome back, my friends. So, I'm all excited. You know why I'm excited. You saw the thumbnail. Superman Lois is back this week. Yeah. Now, I know some other channels have said stuff about, you know, the ratings have gone down, whatever. I don't care. You know why I don't care? CW, they don't give us crap. So at the moment, I got Superman and Lois. And it's close enough as opposed to the what they've announced so far for the new Superman cartoon they're doing that looks ridiculous. Picture will be right here. Give or take. This looks terrible. This looks atrocious. This looks like, oh hey look, Lois is a shapeless blob and Clark Kent somehow bumbling, and not even bumbling, he's probably useless and not be able to do anything in his own goddamn show. Lois probably gonna get all the rewards, all the credit. She's probably gonna show Superman how to use his powers or whatever. And of course, Jimmy's not a ginger because we hate gingers now. Anywho. But I don't want to get this review off on a bad start, so I need a picture. Someone give me a picture of Paul McCartney. Thank you. Alright. This week's episode of Superman and Lois, though, was pretty damn sweet. It was awesome. I quite enjoyed it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the biggest Superman fan anyone ever knows. No. It's not just because of that. Because it would suck, I would tell you. You don't hear me walk around saying Superman 4 is a great movie. Because it's not. That's a lie. You will, however, hear me say Superman 4 is a better Superman movie than Man of Steel. Because it is. As a matter of fact, everyone who's bemoaning about Henry Cavill being fired for playing Superman on his birthday, I will say this. That did suck for him. It was on his birthday. The dick move on Warner Brothers' part. And also, ready swapping Superman. Mistake. Stupid idea. I have a video about it. Link will be here in theory. But if not, I'll link it down below. But, I'll say this. You can't be too upset because he never played Superman. Not once. I don't care if his name was Clark Kent. I don't care if the character he played his name was Clark Kent, Kal-El, or Superman. What he played in 2 depressing films and one pretty darn good theatrical version, or a 5-hour cinematic masturbatory Zack Snyder exercise, he was never Superman. Never. I don't care what anyone says. He was never Superman. So he can't complain about doo-doo. And I'm saying that for a reason. Because Superman Lois, Tyler Hoechlin, he's Superman. He's good. And so this week's episode is basically Jonathan's powers are all going all hinky. After he got the crap knocked out of him by, I think his name was Tag. I think they said his name was Tag, yeah. After he gets the crap knocked out of him by Tag in the beginning episode, it's like, ah, pop, 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 pop. And Jonathan's like, ah, my head, and somehow something's happening in his brain, and he's like firing off, like he's getting his heat vision to go. I'm like, that's an interesting side effect for his superhero kicking in. But alright. Like he almost freaks out at school, but Jonathan takes him to the men's room, or boys' room, whatever, gets him to calm down. And then Jonathan's like, we gotta tell Dad, we gotta tell Dad. And Jordan's like, no, you can't tell Dad. Because the Metropolis game's this Saturday. If we tell Dad, he's gonna take me out of the game. And I need to be in the game so that I can go and beat up all the people bullying me in Metropolis, which I can understand. But I understand that motivation. I get it. I was bullied as hell, like hell when I was a teenager. So I get it. However, the cliche of something is wrong with me, and it's going, and me keeping it a secret is going to potentially hurt either myself, those I love, or just innocent people, is a cliche I'm freaking tired of. And I expect better from this show. But we need drama somewhere. So we got Bad Secret. Clark has a really good building, some character building, whatever, with his sons. Where he has like this giant log that he used to train with at the farm. And he teaches Jordan how to throw a punch. And Jordan punches it, and The log, grrr, it was pretty sweet. Tags, like he was with the government. Then he vroom vrooms, and then he winds up kidnapping Lana's daughter. Can't remember her name. I'm blanking on it again, which sucks. I remember it a few, but it has been a few bit since I watched the show. And then while that's happening, Morgan Edge's like, listen, start a whole bunch of jobs at this mine. Hooray! And Kyle, I think his name's Kyle. I think Lana's husband's name's Kyle. Kyle's like, thanks, Mr. Edge. And Kyle's there with Lana, and Mr. Edge's like, yes, I only need someone to help me run this thing. Someone who's really good, and has been really whatever. And Kyle's like, yep, ask me. He goes, and Lana will you have his job. And I start laughing like, ha ha, take that, douchebag. And by the way, I know I'm supposed to not like Kyle because the way he's written, he still sounds very Trumpian. He's still very right wing. You shouldn't like this guy because he voted for Orange Man bad. But that's not why I don't like him, by the way. So I can give a rat's ass about anyone's politics. My reason for not liking Kyle is just that he's a drunk, possibly abusive father. So I don't like him just from that. So when he got crap, I'm like, yes. So Lana's like, yay, cool. And then Lois is there, she's taking notes angrily. Then Matt Luther meets up with Lois, and he has like 2 passes to get in the mine. They sneak in and they find, and he says it X-Kryptonite, and I went, the fuck is X-Kryptonite? Now I know there are a bunch of nerds right now are gonna go, well, actually, X-Kryptonite was used in the pre-crisis area by Supergirl, and that's what gave the super pets their superpowers. And I'll say, fair enough, nerd. Good point. I didn't know that. As well versed as I am with Superman and Kryptonite, there are so many different variations of Kryptonite. Especially during anything pre-crisis, anything pre-crisis, I have an understanding of. I don't have a deep knowledge of because that crap's really hard to read for me. Especially once the comics code kicked in and Superman became a funny book, like an actual comedy book. It's really hard. It's really difficult for me to read. So I didn't know it. So I gave, hey, deep cut writer, good job. And then Morgan Edge, the secretary, shows up and she has superpowers and she tries to kill Lois and not Lex, but not Lex hits her with a laser boomy thing that he had, and Lois like, what the fuck are you? I was like, thank you, Lois. It's about time you started picking this up. And Lois is having a theory that Morgan Edge was a stranger guy in the armor. And I'm like, no. And then so we're at the Metropolis game, and again I'm telling all this out of order. I'm telling us how I remember things happening. So we're at the Metropolis game. Jordan gets put in because Smallville's losing. Jordan gets put in, and all of a sudden all this noise happening. He's like, and he's like, oh, and he gets sacked, and then he finally comes back or whatever. And then he had this one main bully who's on the Metropolis team. He's like, hey, I'm making fun of you, taunt. And then Jordan just sacks the crap out of him a bunch of times. And then one time he sacks him, like taunting him, and Clark's like, hey, Jordan, get over here. Jordan goes, what? And he's like, knock it off. He's like, what? I sacked him. And Clark grabs by the face mask, pulls him in close, and gives him this angry dad speech, like not speech, but he gets really angry dad on him. I'm like, oh, that's what I want to see. I want to see Clark being a father. I want to see him being a father and being angry with his kids or upset or frustrated at times, because so far in this show, the kids have been treated with kid gloves a lot. Especially Jordan. Jordan's been wrapped in bubble wrap 14 times. Jonathan, not so much, but a little bit. And then at one point, the last play of the game, Smallville wins, whatever, but Metropolis jumps Jordan, starts beating the shit out of him, starts pounding him, whatever. And then Jordan's heat vision starts going off, and Clark runs out in the field and basically puts his hand underneath Jordan's eyes, just let it go, and Jordan lets go, and it's burning Clark's hand. Clark's like, ow, motherfucker. And then, like, they're in the hotel room. Clark's like, what the fuck was that, kids? And Jordan's like, no, it's okay. And Jonathan's like, no, let's not lie, Chief. Our dad's Superman. Let's not lie to him. Here's the information, Dad. And Clark's like, fuck beans. What the hell? I thought I raised you kids smarter. And Jordan's like, but I had to be there. I had to show them I was a winner. You know how they picked on me, Dad. And Clark's like, all right, fine. Don't leave this hotel room. Because he gets a phone call from Lois, because Lana found out that Lana and Kyle get home from dinner or whatever, and their baby daughter's there, or their forgotten daughter's there, baby daughter's there, alone. Like, hey, where the hell's our kid whose name I can't remember again? So they asked Lois if she was there at Metropolis, and Lois was like, no, I thought she wasn't coming. She's not here. And then eventually, Clark finds out that Tag is in Metropolis, and he has Lana's daughter, and Supes is like, well, screw this noise. He goes, he finds them, and he's trying to talk Tag to listen. He's like, listen, Tag, don't run, because the Department of Metahuman Affairs, or whatever the hell he was calling them, they're coming after you. Right behind me, whatever. They're coming after me. Just follow me. Just get up. Follow me. We'll get the hell out of here. I'll keep you safe. Armor shows up. And the Armor's like, we're going to shoot this kid. And Clark's like, no, you're not. Yeah, we are. No, you're not. And they go to fire because the Tag starts like super speeding by he can't control it. So they all get angry, and they all get they all get scared, and they shoot. Clark super speeds in front of the way. He's taking the bullets. Then the one guy shoots 3 rounds of kryptonite bullets. The kryptonite bullets hit Clark. And now the only other complaint I have about this episode shows up. That's a complaint I've had with Supergirl. Actually, the entire Arrowverse when it comes to kryptonite. I'm going to ask the writers again. I know you're never going to hear this. I know I'm just a smaller than small. I'm like a fly's asshole small YouTube channel. Got it. Not important. I understand that. But I'm saying this in a very, 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 very vain hope that someone takes this clip, what I'm about to say, and sends it to you guys. So, Superman and Lois writers, and Supergirl writers for that matter. Screw Supergirl this last season. Who the hell cares? Superman and Lois writers. Pick up a Superman comic. Or watch Superman 1, the Christopher Reeve Superman 1, and the episode of Smallville, or any episode of Superboy from the 80s, and learn how kryptonite affects Kryptonians. You shoot a Kryptonian in the arm with kryptonite bullets, and they go into his skin. He goes down. He's not gonna move. You put kryptonite within 5 feet of the motherfucker, he's going down. That's how kryptonite works. If he's around it long enough, he dies. He does not, however, go grrr. He doesn't. And granted, also watch him do it. He's all angry and stuff. He grabs the bullets out. Somebody grabs them, rips them out of his skin, throws them, and he visions them and blows them up. That wouldn't happen. He'd be ow. I'm weak. And then someone would have to go over to him and grab the bullets and pull them out, and then throw them, or at least get them far away from him, or put them in a lead box. That's how this crap works. Be that way. As Clark's City Angry does that, the Smallville football team comes and basically peer pressures the Kent boys to going out and partying, And Jordan listens because he's an idiot. And Jonathan's like, oh, all right, fine. He goes. And then as they're out, here comes the Metropolis crew, and they start picking on Jordan. And they're like, hey, fight, fight. And Jordan bows back to throw a punch, and Jonathan's like, don't. Jordan throws. Jonathan goes, no! Goes to stop it, and Jordan's hand basically goes through, and he just shatters Jonathan's hand, and breaks it, and his forearm breaks. He's like, ah! So that happened at the same time that Superman like destroying the bullets, and then he goes up to the guy who shot him. He's like all angry. His heat vision's like just glaring. He's like, stand down! And the guy's like, yeah, sure. The whole thing stops. And then Superman winds up going to Sam Lane and tells him off. They had a brief thing before this where he's all like, what the hell is wrong with you? You can't go and hunt a kid. He's a kid. He's not a monster. He's like, no. He's like, no. He put a whooping on my grandson. I'm gonna throw everything I have at him. He's a threat. Which I can understand both sides to a degree. I grant I'm more on Clark's side because, but either or. And then Clark gets the beeper thing in his ear, like, hey, John's hurt, and he goes, and then they have Stern talk to at the end with Jordan. And Jordan's like, but I'm not you, Dad. Yeah, I didn't ask these powers. I'm not you. And I'm like, you think your father asked for his powers? Are you stupid? But yeah, he's Superman, but it doesn't start that way, you idiot. And Clark's like, no, I same spot you were. I wanted to hurt bullies, whatever, and I didn't. Blah, blah, blah. Like he has another good character building moment. And then Jordan's out talking to Lana's daughter. I feel so bad I can't remember her name. Because I like her. I just can't remember her name. And they're having a chat, and then she's all like, oh, Tag showed me footage of the explosion, and did you have anything to do? He thought you had something to do with it. If you had a big secret, you would tell me, right? He's like, yeah, but I don't. Then he goes and cries to his mom. And, hey, Mom, I don't want these secrets. I just want to be normal. Yeah, I know. I should be more sympathetic towards it. But Christ, man. Shut up. Your father's Superman. You're probably going to get his powers. Shut up. Anyway. But either way, it was well written. It's just, I'm an impatient man. Especially when it comes to teenagers. And then, as he's crying, all of a sudden his hearing goes insane. And he starts having seizures, or whatever, drops to the ground, he starts having seizures, and Lois like, Clark! And Clark shows up, grabs him, goes, fly in the fortress. Starts flying away towards the fortress, and that's how it ends. All in all, really good episode, really solid episode. I love everything about it except for the complaints I made. So for me, this was a good, solid B+ show for me. Well written, well executed. Not a whole lot of fight sequences, but I still got Superman doing Superman stuff. Like he was faster than a speeding train. Not faster. He was more powerful than a locomotive in this. So that was cool. So no, I enjoyed it. Enjoyed the hell of it. We'll look forward to next week, and I'll keep you guys in mind. I'll watch you guys here. And as always, like I have a Twitter channel now. So if you want to send me some tweets, the link will be right here. The link with the Twitter and handle will be right here. So if you want to send me some tweets, get to know me, ask me some questions, or hey, and if you have any questions, I may, however, if you send me some questions, emails, any questions, texts, pretty soon I'll have an email account for this channel as well. So you gotta send me questions or like tweets or emails. I'll read them on the air and we'll answer your questions. Okay, give me more content. Until then, next guys. See you next week. Same last time, same last channel.